Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 8. Playing the vanilla version on Expert Iron Man. 5 Rangers and a Priest. Alright, let's see if I got enough training here. Let's do a little bit more before we move on. Some casting power training. Let's get divinity up to 60. It's 56. Should happen pretty darn quick here. Hey Jimmy, welcome in. How are you doing? The Siren's Call of Wizardry 8 pulled him back in, Chad, he says. That would be Wizardry 6. Wizardry 6 has sirens. I was debating this morning on if I wanted to do a fresh playthrough of the Wizardry 6 remaster I worked on. I was super tempted. Someday soon I'm going to do all the way from Wizardry 6 through 8 on Expert Iron Man. That's going to take a while. Okay, is this 60? We there yet? Nope. Jimmy says, hey, we at least made it to part 2 of this run. It's 100%, or yeah, 100% longer than the last 5 Ranger run. Yeah, as long as we don't have really bad luck, they should do fine. There we go. That's enough. 60 divinity.
A trap? What a nuisance.
Let's do this again. We'll actually disarm it this time.
A trap? What a nuisance.
Well, not very useful, but hey, we can take advantage of the quarrels and the arrows. They're dirt cheap. I think we have shields on everyone. Yep. Alright, there's going to be a lot of seekers in that one room. Let's see how many we're dealing with. Holy moly. Ooh, and level 7? Oh man. Yuck. Oh, that's way too many hit points. Yeah, we're not doing that. What do we have waiting for us? Level 5s. Okay, we can do this.
Be on guard. Combat begins.
This will be a lot of training.
They were no match for us.
Okay, can we ID any of this yet? No.
That's a relief. What's that? Over there. Enough already. Won't someone help me here? My illness is extinguished. Much better. They're all over me. Yeah, that's better.
Someone's kind of blocking the way.
Now, they're ganging up on me.
They're ganging up on her, she says. Hey, Tim, welcome in. How are you doing? Seeker scam. They get to move multiple times in a battle. Computer likes to cheat. They get to move multiple times and then still attack. You having fun? You just got back home? Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm having a great day.
Seeker!
There's still one left in here. Where is it? Here it is.
Too far, sugar. Fortune will see us crush this enemy.
Excellent. Yeah, they're already scamming us, Tim. It's already happening. We didn't expect anything less, though, did we? 30 arrows unidentified. That's interesting. And 18 corals unidentified. That's good. Put them like this. And if we get in a bind against some tougher enemies, we'll equip them. Man, we are going through the arrows. Holy moly. Need to go visit Burrs. Jimmy says, that's my worry. DeForte says things like, as long as we don't get really unlucky, we'll be fine. And then, of course, the game hears him and cheats to win. Yeah, they put in voice recognition. Listens to your microphone. Parses your words and then says, okay, it's time to cheat. Time to scam. It's more like, well, I guess it is kind of cheating that they do. I'm torn between, is it really cheating or is it scamming? I feel like it's both. Cheating is probably when it doesn't follow its own rules, right? And a scam would be when it tells you something false, when it represents something incorrectly.
Got some new stuff.
So it's kind of both. Cheat to scam, scam to cheat. Okay, let's see here. We just need enough arrows to make it to Arnica.
Come back and
Level 5, okay.
What's that? Over there.
The bat. That's what it is. Nice.
It is trapped.
Alright, what kind of garbage are we going to get this time? Rubbish, garbage, trash. Take your pick. Her gauntlets are okay. They're not great, but they're not rubbish. I feel a scam coming. I'm going to sneak around the corners. Hunter's Cape, here we go. Rubbish, Tim says. It was. Alright, we're ready for Arnica Road. Hey, says Tim. Welcome in. How are you doing? Anything new with you? Any new hookups for your master bat cave? I'm not worrying about the shillelagh. Level 4, we can do that. Let's go get these granite potions. Granite potion. Hopefully there'll be 2, but probably only gonna be 1.
Look there.
Just 1. That's okay. It's better than none.
This battle will be child's play.
Hey, Igloo, welcome. How are you doing? Used to not like rangers, but they have alchemy and can wear a chain, I think. Yeah, they can. They can even use heater shields. And every type of X. Seth says, yeah, I was just setting up and calibrating my 3D printer. Ooh, nice. Lots of Quipu. Quipu. Well, we took down 2 before they got to us. Once we get to Arnica, we can load people up with crossbows and spear bolts. Excellent training. Okay, these are roustabouts. I think I'm gonna throw stink bomb here. Who has it? We backfire, we can retreat. Okay, she has the highest.
I'm ready.
Ah,
Fight.
he just barely moved. Scammer. Okay, there's 5. We could probably do this. I try to web them. It's probably not going to be too successful.
Clean.
2 of them.
Clean.
Tiny move, it was. Tim, you're right. He did a tiny move scam. Igloo says, I still don't understand how you have the patience without the faster animation mod. Ooh, and we got our first instant kill.
I have some minor wounds.
Hey, Absnerdity, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Says, I think I'd like this one. Wizards and Warriors is fantastic. Yeah, this, believe it or not, this was not D.W. Bradley that did Wizardry 8. But they did a good job continuing his theme.
How well I'd do if I had all the best stuff.
This was, of course, Sir Tech still. Yeah, but this is one of my favorite games for sure. So much replayability. More gloves. Chamois gloves. Yeah, it is. You would think it would be his game.
Our will prevails.
It isn't.
Down and out.
They kept a great deal of his design influence, though. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna get armor plate. I'd really like to get Restall too, though. But right now, I think armor plate's more important. All right, we really need to rest. If we do that, we're gonna spawn more monsters. So I'm gonna try to advance here. We'll see. We'll see what's waiting for us. You need to give Wizardry 7 another go? Did you quit because it was too long or what? Tim says this game is great and so is Wizards and Warriors. Bradley left and did Wizards and Warriors. Yeah. And then Dungeon Lords. Dungeon Lords is another great one he did. Yeah, Linda Brathwaite, who later to become Romero, was one of the big designers on this game, and D.W. Bradley was her mentor. She started really young working at Surtec underneath him. And you can tell she did a great job trying to keep his vision.
They don't look tough at all.
You just got bored? You got to the point where you didn't know what to do or where to go next? Yeah, that's very common in Wizardry 7. Even if you use a guide, that happens because of the NPCs being able to take the map pieces. And then you have to hunt them down. That's a big complaint for people. Wizardry 6 is a lot smaller of a game, so and it kind of guides you more. 7 is really open world. Eight's a lot easier to solve map-wise, dungeon-wise, but the fights are harder. Eight's got the hardest fights. But 7 out of the Wizardries, besides 4, 4 is in its own category. 7 has the hardest dungeons, basically. Puzzle solving. Igu says I got back into playing old MMOS. Did you really? Which one? Tabs Nerdy says I loved 6, so I want to give 7 another try. Yeah, 6. I like 6 more than 7, especially since I remastered it with the 7 engine. I actually like 6 better than 7. What do we want to do here? I'm gonna open this.
A deadly mechanism. We must disarm it.
Let's assume it's poison. Hey, Hot Toddies, welcome in. How are you doing? Says I've never actually seen 4, don't know a thing about it. I have a review of it on my YouTube channel. Plate mail, what the? That's super rare, but I can't use it. Yeah, 4 is its own thing. It is quite different. You play as the bad guy, basically. And you start in the bottom of the dungeon and you have to go up toward the top. It's very different. Leather legging. Let's see. Can have that. All right, let's see how far we can make it here. Oh, Ultima Online is what you're playing. Okay, Igloo. People are worried with the news that EA is being bought out. They may shut down their old MMOs they still own. Yeah, that's always a possibility with those, that's for sure. Ebs Nerdy says 4 is what happens when the devs get tired of hearing their game is too easy. Oh yeah, you want it hard? Yeah. It also delayed Wizardry 5 being released like a whole year later because of the bad publicity with 4. They could have had 5 released much, much earlier, but they're like, no, we're going to have to hold out or sales are going to tank. Which is why it still has crappy CGA graphics for the year it was released. Yeah, that was... I mean, now looking back, you can see how bad of a mistake they made. But we wouldn't have it. Not that many people play it anymore, but... Tim says Wizardry 5, 6, 7, and 8 are great. Yeah, they are. You play as wrongly, unjustly imprisoned Wardna, paragon of fair play and goodliness. Okay, this is a set encounter. Wasps. Come on, wasps. Tim says, I miss seeing Moody playing your remaster Wizardry 6. Yeah, definitely. Ebs Nerdy says Wizardry 4 is a very interesting concept. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was fantastic ideas. It's just the way they went about it was flawed. I'm actually going to save that. Okay, can we make it to Arnica? Are we going to get scammed?
My illness is extinguished.
These are the questions. Hey, Kiffer, welcome in. How are you doing? Bring you luck, he says. Absnerity says, time to remaster 4 and make it far less hateful, lol. And Jimmy says, it's over, chat. Kiffer's here. Yeah, thanks for giving Kiffer the shout out, Jimmy. Let's see if the party suddenly dies. Let's see here. Yep, there's something. What kind of plants are these? Okay, we can definitely fight those.
Come on, let's get them.
Ah, there's 2 with them though. What is it? Can't see the others. Let's take some pot shots. Okay, we're fine. Igloo says, I'm not really that worried. EA really needs better management anyway. And literally a monkey could manage EA better. Yeah, you know how that works though. Igloo. They're just trying to maximize the amount of money they can get potentially and then dump it. They're usually not in it for the long haul.
Damn it.
Damn. Oh my.
Red weeds. We might build a parallel or web these
That's a relief.
because their level's not that high. There we go.
I feel somewhat restored.
My illness is extinguished.
Oh, much better. Here now, that's better.
Damn it.
Bloodvine. Not related to Castlevania Bloodlines.
My illness is extinguished.
I feel somewhat restored. Oh, that's a relief. Oh, much better.
We are flying through this ammo.
A splendid victory. My inborn skills continue to evolve. Splendid.
Alright, let's go ahead and apply these level ups. Tim says, who knows, maybe they will do something and make an Ultima 10. You never know, Tim, you never know. Well, let's see here. Let's do Acid Splash. Get some stamina. It's a long shot. It is. But you never know. Let Richard Garriott do something with it. Ultra long shot. Yeah. He already had his chance. He blew it. Garriott completely blew it. Oh, really? All right, here we go. Hail Mary.
Here now, they're giving up on me.
It worked. We didn't backfire it. Are you skilled enough to use this scroll? Yes.
Here now, something's creeping up on us.
Before I use this, I'm actually going to attack. Since we're in this corner. Roustabouts. Or if we were Canadian, roustabout. Now that's a scam. The no penetration. That's not accurate. They cheated and just made it say no penetration when in reality it's a miss. Only on range does it do that. If you're close and the missile goes out and it shows it hit, but it doesn't actually hit, they say no penetration.
I have some minor wounds. I remain dominant.
Locked.
Hate to paralyze that guy. We'll do him.
Clean kill.
the skill of the hunt.
Let me rest.
Okay. Do we have any healing potions left? Because we still got to get through some vines. Let's see here. Fairy dust. Throwing is not very good.
This battle will be short and simple. That one's more than halfway dead.
I remain dominant.
Oh my.
All right, too many hits. Here we go.
I have recovered.
I feel somewhat restored. Oh, that's a relief. Give me something to shoot down.
So who's out? She's out.
My illness is extinct.
There now, that's better.
All right, good training. Rome Starnica. Almost there. All right, we made it.
We have company.
He path from there, of course.
Miles, Miles, Miles.
Of course I'll join you. Like I said,
Don't get excited, Miles. We're just dumping you, taking your
well,
items.
mostly it's been great. Look me up again, all right? I've always got a job going, and I can probably cut you in. It's about time. Look me.
See you around.
See you around, Miles. Thanks for your stuff. Let's see. Other curse is an upgrade for someone. Resurrection powder. That's nice.
I see something.
I was gonna do that fight because those guards were there, but
Now,
I need to
where could that
rest.
be?
Farewell.
All right, now we can actually get some good stuff. All right. Rangers have dual weapons. They do. You could dual wield axes. It'd be terrible at it. But a bearded war axe you can put in the offhand. It's just so bad. We'll have one of our guys do it. Our axe user. Just because we can. Primarily just going to shoot anyway, though. So, fear bolts for sure. These are so good. Eight damage on average. 100% frighten. Tiny bit drain. Only 0.2 each. It's the way this is the same as regular quarrels. Okay.
See you around.
Let's go open his chest here.
Got a trap.
Before I do that, let's get magic screen on. Really?
There is a trap. Clean food.
Magic screen helps you against traps in Wizardry 8. It does not in 6 and 7. It does nothing against traps. Probably Shrike arrows. Let's get some more fear bolts. And I'm going to get another couple crossbows. Oh, I hear some savant guards.
Clean food.
Did they move on? They moved on. They might be over here. Trying to cheat. Also want some spike stones. I know he sells them. I don't think I rested long enough.
Till we meet again.
Yeah, they're over here. I can hear them. It's where the game cheats. It knows you're there, but it shouldn't know that. Okay, let's see if he has any more fear bolts. Perfect. And here's the base lard. It sure looks like a sword, doesn't it? But oh no, it uses the dagger skill. I think that's a mistake. I think they accidentally did that in the original game. And they meant it to be sword. Because there's other daggers that are offhand weapons. Let's see. Spike stones. Igloo says it's kind of nice that if you need a meat shield and prime, you can use Vidomino. I usually don't use an RPC. Yeah, I don't either. It makes it too much easier having extra characters. It is a base lard scam, Jimmy. They just had to call it a base lard, I guess. Ebs Nerdy says base lard is a sword. I think he means short sword / dagger. So it's probably the wrong image. Well, I don't think so because they have poignards. They have like all kinds of different daggers, and it actually is the dagger skill. And they use the same as the short sword graphic. So I think they intended for it to be an offhand sword because there aren't any offhand swords. But we don't know for sure. We'd have to talk to one of the people that made the game. The person that put that in there and say, did you intend that? Was that an oversight? Okay. I don't really want precision arrows.
Au revoir.
All right, what do we got? There's the guards we heard through the wall. Yep. Type is it? Level 8? Level 6. Okay. Okay, fighting those.
I see a creature.
Yeah, short sword. Not a sword. I knew what you meant. It's a sword. Now we gotta check on them, make sure they're coming. Nope. We gotta draw them out. They're there. Okay. We'll fight them in this doorway. Look at them. Just standing there. Come on, cheaters. Oh, and they pulled in 4 raiders? Ah. Good bless. Fingers typing faster than the brain is thinking, yeah, I get you, Hebs Nerdy. I have that happen too. I think I'm gonna open this door and let Antoine come out and help.
The chase goes hotter.
Hi there, buddy. Igloo says, I watched a YouTube about that. The brain processing stuff extremely fast. But as far as how fast you can act, it's a billion times slower. Yeah. I totally understand that. He's scared. Fear bolt's got him. Oh, come on, Antoine, really? You're blocking the way, buddy. Probably because we would make bad decisions, so the brain slows down when you were thinking. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're moving too, supposedly the left and right side have to go like... They have to take turns. So it's going like this, like when you're moving, but it happens so fast, like if you're lifting with 2 arms, that you can't tell it's doing that. I don't know if it's true or not. I've just heard that before. But the really interesting thing is the subconscious. You know, if you touch like a hot stove, you will actually pull your hand away before you even know what happened. Like before your conscious mind gets the signal, you've pulled it away. So it gives you, it does have some overrides that causes some things that just happen ridiculously fast to save your life, you know? It's pretty amazing. Knockout. We keep shooting Antoine. I hope we don't critically hit him. Because he's our vendor we need. With fear bolts and stuff. But we're out of range to hit in melee. Wow. We have a lot of them. Teddy says, apparently explaining to my kids that Lois must have cheated on Superman to have kids, since they have different DNA, is not the appropriate way to watch the movie. That's funny. Yeah, and you can't blame it on magic. That's the thing that's the struggle I have with superhero stuff. Like magic, you could just explain away everything because that bypasses the laws of physics. You could just say, oh, it's magic, the gods interfered, you know, or whatever you want to say. But with superhero stuff, you can't do that because they try to have some logical explanation based on physics. So how are you going to do that? Oh, Superman's genes are different. I guess you could. You could claim there's some special DNA he has that causes the females to be 100% the inherited traits minus a few superhero traits. You could try to explain it away with some scam, but it'd be very implausible. But magic's the cheat. That's the easy one. For any fantasy-related stuff. You say, oh yeah, the gods just did it. They just created a spell to do it. I always laugh at, like, fantasy movies, too. Like Lord of the Rings. Oh, they crafted the rings to do this. Okay, why didn't they just craft 10,000 of them? Or why doesn't someone just craft another one now? Or why did they have to make it a ring? I mean, there's so many things you could say that just kind of makes all those artifact things a little bit scammy. Antoine fell unconscious from a stamina drain. I need to give him some stamina back. If I can get to that guy or not. There we go. Success.
Do not glory in death. Instead, rejoice that we are still alive.
6,800 experience. I'm gonna rest first, and then we'll open this door. Tim says Tolkien must have had a fetish for magical rings. Yeah. I mean, I'm not bashing the story by any means, because lots of them do that kind of thing. But the whole artifact thing's just kind of goofy and overdone. Come on, Anton, do your teleport right before our eyes. Let's watch you do it. Come on, I know you want to do it. Come on, your door's open. Come on. There he goes. Okay, thank you. So let's go visit Anna. She's got ammo.
We have company. Farewell.
Open her treasure chest first.
Trapped.
Okay, what do we have to sell? Anything? Lightning rod. Can sell 3 of these. Microwave chip. Magnifying glass. Okay, here's another crossbow. Here's a longbow. Let's get the longbow, crossbow, barbed arrows. Book of Nox is a way off before we can use that. Book of Resting, yes. Expensive, but it's worth it.
Au revoir.
Great.
Okay, who else is going to get a bow? Crossbow. And the longbow. Give to you. Get some barbed arrows. So these do 8.5 on average. Plus 1 to 15% during stamina. Which in long fights could actually happen. Those are probably hunter corals. All right, what do we got? Hey, Zombo, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. Let's go get these necklaces of endurance.
It has a lock.
Okay, we need to use a knockpick here.
It has a lock.
I see something.
I see something.
I see something. Look there. I see something.
Okay, how are we doing on ammo? So you're quite low.
It is locked.
Go kill these ghosts. Get our magic back.
Be on guard. Combat begins.
Time to turn some undead. Do a prayer this combat too. We'll wait a few rounds. Have the priest pray. See what kind of bonus we get. It'll be our first pray this game.
Nothing surpasses the thrill of the hunt.
Do it next round. I think I was supposed to paralyze them. But they're immune. Oh, it was supposed to be fear. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be fear, but they're immune to fear. So thanks, gods. You did a great job there. Sarcasm. Switch to melee. These guys were webbed a long time. Considering it was only power level 2. Jimmy says it's the dark heart of Ukrul all over again, where you can pray to the gods. They don't answer if they don't like you. Yeah, Darklands, you had to divine favor. At least it told you exactly how many points you can spend for the percentage. It'd say like, oh, your chance of the gods responding is 80%. Then you can spend more points. Time to get some stamina back. Jimmy says exactly. I think I remember I had 10-10 piety or whatever, and the gods will still be new number. Who's this? Yeah, that's not good. Go ahead and rest. Before we fight the tougher one in here. Sucker punch him. Sucker punch.
This battle short and
Hey, Car, welcome in. How are you? Once again, it falls to the priest to carry the slacker DPS classes. Yeah, the priest is the savior for these guys. Priest makes it possible. Okay, Lord Prophet, your turn.
Who could that be? It's been quite some time. Should you...
Jimmy says, was the last run 5 monks and a priest? No, I was doing thieves, 5 rogues,
I hope
but I hadn't played in so long. They were doing fine, but
it's good to see you.
I'm like, it's been so long, I'm just going to start a new run. But yes, I did fairly recently do 5 monks. I don't remember. I think it was an alchemist with them, but I can't remember for sure. I've done so many runs. It all blurs together. Okay, I have hardly any money. I don't trust my ability to do this. I need a book of relics,
I hoped.
but I think that's around 3,000 gold. So I do need to sell a little more of something. Let's get rid of the cure poisons.
It's good. I hope.
Okay, let's go see if Anna has a book of relics. I did a solo samurai with, I think he had stealth, if I remember right. That was fairly recent too. Where's the book?
It was a pleasure.
Jimmy says the solo samurai run was crazy. Never would have thought that was the job that would go all the way. Tried so many different combinations. Yeah. Yeah, it worked well. The Lord made it right to the very end almost. The solo Lord.
Hello.
Where's the Book of Relics?
Till we meet again.
I know you sell it, Anna. Jimmy says you tried so many different combos too. Yeah, I did. Yeah, and the funny thing was the Ninja Bishop, the 2-character Expert Iron Man run, I got it on the first try. Boom. It was just a win. With those two. They're so strong. And when you have 2 of them together, like coupled like that,
Hello.
it makes it so much easier than a solo. There it is, Book of Relics. Okay, now we can ID our other stuff and sell it.
Sugar, it just isn't meant to be.
Okay. I don't want to fight those on my own. I think I'm going to try to sneak out of here.
Looks there. Looks there.
Okay, they're stalking me there. Hey, Sundog, welcome in. How are you doing? Anna's holding out on us, Jimmy says. That's right. The elite jobs tore up the game. They came after a failed 5 hybrid run, but that seems so much harder than the elite duo. It is. Yeah, the 2 characters, Ninja, Bishop, it's ridiculously strong. Sundog says, reminds of when I did a solo run for Dungeon Master with the character Hawk. It took forever. Oh, really? I'm not familiar with that game. So was that an NPC or like a set character? Jimmy says the solo samurai run took 30 parts if I recall correctly. So yeah, forever. Yeah. Yes. I did not do any offline training with it though. So whatever you saw on stream was 100% of the time it took to beat it. So that's not too terrible in reality. Okay, get rid of the Tosito. There's the Poignard, the dagger, the offhand I was telling you about. It's a dagger image. Let's see. Oh gosh, do I want more helmets? Need more barbed arrows too. Oh, no problem, Sundog. I was trying to interpret what you were saying.
It was a pleasure.
Okay, let's fight these guys.
Let us be predator and not prey.
Get the raiders out of the way. That was a bad choice, buddy. He turns around and he throws daggers that way. One left. 0 left.
Do not glory in death. Instead, rejoice that we are still alive. Down.
Ooh, priest level up. Level 7. We'll get cure paralysis. Oh, this is a guy that got away.
This battle will be child's play.
2 raiders. Hey, Sever, welcome in. How are you doing? Have you finished Baldur's Gate 3 or are you still working on it? Moderate heals. We'll rest in here. So I need to get another crossbow, and then more barbed arrows, and then another longbow. Then I think we'll be set with weapons.
Fair.
You think you're in the second to last area? You have to get through a courtyard with a bunch of enemies all spread out to get to the final fight. At least I think I do. Cool. It sounds like you're pretty close then. Thanks for giving Sever the shout out, Jimmy. Is it the kind of game that you would play again, Severb, or is it like where you're kind of like there's not a whole lot of replayability, or it just feels like you wouldn't want to replay it? Hopefully, it has a lot of replayability. Character level in Baldur's Gate 3 caps at level 12. I wonder what levels my characters would be if there was no level cap, because we hit level 12 some time ago. Oh, that's such a scam. I know they do it because they don't want to have to implement everything that's higher level. It's their cheat. SSI did the same kind of stuff. And then finally they implemented more toward the later games, but even that, there's so much they did not implement.
Like the jackal, the enemy slinks upon us. Hello!
I know they were trying to support like the Commodore 64, which was super limited. Okay, barbed arrows. Let's get those. Looking for a longbow. Heavy crossbow. We'll take that. No longbow. We're gonna swap these. You get the heavy. You get the light. Barbed arrows. Okay. So we're still looking for a longbow.
Look! A creature!
Okay, Savant Guards. I'm okay with fighting those here. As long as it's not troopers. I thought he says D&D has never had a version that was even remotely balanced at higher levels, despite many attempts. Not sure if it's fair to blame Larian for that. I'm not sure what you mean, Hot Toddies.
The chase begins. Attack!
Like, can you explain what you think is not balanced at high levels? Like, what do you mean? A high level versus a low level character, or? Because it's actually quite easy to kill high level characters. That's why the hit points, the hit dice stop. The amount of hit points you get is trivial. And all it takes is a stinking cloud and you can kill a level 20 character. At least in first edition AD&D I'm talking about. They probably screwed it up in second edition on. The first edition is very, very balanced, in my opinion. Even high level. Get some good melee training here. Combat to mid-levels is fairly balanced, but in the D20 system, numbers just get too out of whack. Yeah, I haven't found that myself, Hot Toddy, so maybe just after first edition they screwed things up. I don't know.
We did it! Too far, sugar.
Why were these guys out here? I thought I heard guards fighting them. Then most classes max out at level 12 in first edition? No. No, the lowest level that in first edition, if you don't count Unearthed Arcana, which I do count it, the Druid in Unearthed Arcana can go to level 23. I think the lowest highest level is the Monk at 17. The Barbarian, I feel like the Barbarian might have a low level. I mean, they require way more experience to level up. But all the others are unlimited, essentially. Once you hit a certain level, it takes, 300,000 or 500,000 or whatever. Past that. But yeah, Unearthed Arcana was kind of Gary Gygax's last. You don't count like Oriental Adventures and all those. His last kind of supplement to the first edition AD&D. And he bumped the levels up. Now in Dragonlance world, the knights have a lower level. I think you can get up to 18 if you're the only knight of that type. But otherwise, you get stuck around level 12, something like that. But that's Dragonlance. That wasn't really first edition officially. It's kind of second edition. And it wasn't Gary Gygax that did that. Yeah, you're looking at the regular player's handbook. There's the Unearthed Arcana, which keeps going higher. But yeah, Druid's 14 in the first player's handbook, and then I think he can go up to 21 to 23, somewhere in there, in Unearthed Arcana. But Monk is always 17. Yeah. They just keep going, like every 300,000 experience or whatever.
Hellos.
Okay, did you make a longbow? I would really enjoy a longbow. Here, let's do this. Let's sell something. That'll reorganize her inventory. No? Okay.
Au revoir.
Uh-oh. I hear some guards out here. They're cheating. They're stalking us. Ugh. Let's see if I can escape.
Look, something's moving over there.
Go around this way. I'll fight those with these guards here. Sever says there is replay value for Baldur's Gate 3 and trying out different races and class combos. For your primary character going different routes, trying to get all the side quests, and going through with different companions. I completely missed 4 different companions on this playthrough. That's cool.
This encounter will be a challenge.
Let's try to get a magic screen to help these guards, because we're probably going to get paralyzed. These will come right for us. And then after this fight, I'll probably be done tonight. Should I do this and then run? I think so. Let's see what our resistance 50. 50-ish, okay. Which is not very good considering they're higher level than me. Okay, one at a time, please. Gosh. I think I'm gonna do Bless. Zipper says, but I absolutely love respecking Minsk as a wizard. 1010 would recommend. Cool. Wee poo. Musical chairs. There we go. Tim says it seems to be a really fun game. He's enjoyed watching Sever play through Baldur's Gate 3. Three left. It's modern D&D, yeah. 5th edition, right? Or is it still 2nd? I thought they switched it to 5th. Overloaded. Igloo says, I just mess around on Baldur's Gate 3 to dress up my characters. And Jimmy says, I always thought Mint's voice lines were annoying in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
They were no match for us.
Oh, it's level up. And they printed an obnoxiously powerful Magic the Gathering card for Minsk, so I don't care for him. That's funny. Okay, we'll apply our level up and then we'll be done for tonight. I gotta work on throwing here. Otherwise, we're never gonna be able to throw bombs and powders. Tim says it's 5th edition, but I think they changed some of the rule set. But it's pretty much 5th edition, okay. I'm a 1st edition snob because Gary Gygax did such a fantastic job. It makes it difficult for me to want to play any other version. Throwing. Ranged. Jimmy says, great stream, putting that last 5 ranger party in the rear view mirror. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We'll see how far we can make it. I'm hopeful we can make it all the way. Tim says, I noticed a change was casting 2 leveled spell in a single turn sometimes. 2 levels? Like you can cast 2 spells in a single turn? You use the 1st edition rules too. All right, guys. Great progress. See if there's anybody out here to raid in case you're into that. Let's see who we got. Let's see here. Werewolf NES. Let's send you over to Rydia. She's doing a Werewolf NES game. Sounds interesting. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.